So hi, this is to the Maryland State Police, Interpol, Internal Affairs, CIA, FBI, NSA, Department of Homeland Security. Uh, I'm reporting Department of Justice. I'm reporting a ruthless conspiracy. I am an undercover investigative journalist. Uh, used as bait to expose police corruption. So it's called QAnon. I am not part of the PSYOP that is the MAGA Donald Trump QAnon. QAnon comes out of Donald Trump's mouth and Joe Biden's mouth. And I have evidence that that they're both corrupt. So I'm going to give you the evidence. Somebody needs to help me. This is a ruthless conspiracy. I can see through the illusion now that there is actually no such thing as justice or freedom of speech. The police are never accounted for or held responsible for corruption because I've contacted Internal Affairs, Fraternal Order Police, Maryland State Police. I contacted you years ago. I contacted Interpol years ago. So, somebody, her name was Mindy, came into the ward and said that she was undercover for Interpol. So I was gang stalked so bad at that ward. I was gang stalked at all of them, but especially that one because they really, really drugged me and held me for a really long time. So, QAnon is an above top secret operation to disseminate the truth to all of humanity. So we live in a simulation and we are far from alone in the universe. There's obviously UFOs and there's obviously a conspiracy to cover up UFOs. So we're doing a documentary called Into the Storm, A Hunt for QAnon. And my Instagram account that I did not start, that means this follower started it for me. I have my own Instagram account, Heather Glorioso. No photo, no posts, one follower, Elon Musk. Documentary, 1 million followers. So I can't fake that. I was tagged at JFK Jr.'s Facebook page May 2020 by Anonymous, hence the term QAnon. I study quantum mechanics and the law of attraction. I started to make connections. I started to channel Dr. Carl Gustav Jung, and I saw that it's a simulation. That's what the Freemasons know. Even your Bible says that there's a dome. And I can show it on rock and roll album covers, Flat Earth. So I have the right to teach. I'm an influencer on YouTube. I have several channels. A lot of my channels have been taken down because I know too much. And for 5 years, I've been an influencer on the only Q influencer that actually knows what she's talking about and is not trying to make a penny off anybody. So this is the Punisher. This is on the Matrix theme. On one of the Matrix themes. Rob Dugan is the composer. Rob Dugan was the last man I was with, and then he died. So there's been a lot of mysterious deaths happening around me. Some family, my first love, my cousin. Anyway, my first love, Jesse's girl. Mel, Passion of the Christ. My cousin Mel is only a year older than me. So the Punisher is on the firefighters. And the cop. So this is your logo? right? This isn't QAnon's logo? Are you sure about that? You sell this. I've seen people walking around in Ocean City with these shirts on. So I'm racist as fuck against everyone. Dumbasses. If you understand me, you're one of my kind, and just ignore me when I'm racist, I will be equally racist tomorrow. So, that's your logo. That's not me mocking you. Okay? You keep telling yourself that. Dun dun. 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 Whatever. So, the Mud Wizard, mud backwards, dumb. I've been held as incompetent in 2 counties for 2 years. I've been locked up a dozen times. I've been assaulted by police. I broke my thumb. I've been assaulted by doctors for speaking. I was talking about synchronicity. I was like, yeah, Darlene Led Zeppelin's my aunt. Jane Starship's my grandma. Talking to another patient about synchronicity, my family's names and stuff. He ran over me. You can't talk about that. That's preaching. I was like, what? You can't tell me what I can and cannot talk about. And that's not preaching. I'm doing synchronicity. Dr. Carl Gustav Jung. You're a doctor in a ward. He's a famous psychologist. His name was Gideon. And he face palmed me. I was just like because I was, he's reprimanding me. So I was like kind of looking down like this. And then when he was, I was like, all I did was stood up. And he face palmed me. And then they strapped me to a bed and they drugged the shit out of me. And this is not an isolated incident. I'm not going to get into the details of what they did everywhere. I want to give you the facts. So, Harford County posted Hunter Biden's messages. I contacted Hunter Biden. Who the hell are you? Your father's saying anybody who talks about QAnon needs to go to the ward. So, I contacted his official public figure email messenger on Facebook, and he got back to me. He's like, hey hon, hey baby, I'm gonna send you a code. What do you mean you're gonna send me a code? Give me your phone number. I gave him my ex's phone number, and he even on the messages, is this your number? I said, yeah, that's it. Next thing I know, here's the code coming up on my phone. I was like, I gave him the wrong number. And he just sent that to my phone because I'm really smart. And he's a crackhead. I'm an ex-crackhead. So I'm a really smart ex-crackhead. I was like, you're spying on me. And as I called 911, and as he's saying, the last sentence he said, can you prove it? The Aberdeen police are tackling me outside for reporting that I have messages. Without even looking at it. I showed the front desk man at the Red Roof Inn, Young Q, and they talked to him longer than they talked to me. All I did was showed this man. He was gang stalking me too. He came in the middle of the night. The front desk man at the Red Roof Inn came in the middle of the night and asked me to borrow $1,400. Woke me up out of bed. What? I had people pulling up right at my door. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm having tea parties with kids and looking for 4-leaf clovers and meditating. And I got people coming up, preaching at me, calling me the devil, and I need to get saved. And I'm like, who are you? And the police were stalking me. Ghostface Killer 260. I started to write down the numbers of the cops and then their tags. So I looked up. And they were trying to intimidate me. He would sit out in front of my room, and I was like, 260, so I looked up 260. So I walked outside. Next thing I know, some guy's walking at me like a ghost with white makeup on his face. I just went back in my room. You don't scare me. It doesn't, these intimidation techniques don't scare me. I've already died and been to the other side. I can't wait to go back to the future. That's what's outside the matrix. The future is outside the matrix. So they saw Anonymous tagged me in JFK Jr.'s Facebook page. Post a picture of himself, a gray. I train with them in the astral realm when I'm sleeping in dreams. Sleeping Beauty. I'm not calling, and that's I'm not. My mother called me Beauty. I was married to a grandiose narcissist for 25 years, and it's a smear campaign by the cabal. And my husband, we split up. So he tells me that nobody is going to want you ever. He ridicules me so bad. He smears me about things that it was wonderful when I was his, and now it's awful. It's called Sour Grapes. So he just asked me yesterday, how's that magic pussy doing? I send him messages constantly. Not really contacting him, just sending him Q-proof, because he used to gang stalk me. He would send my mail, and he would write Donald Trump. Heather Correa said Donald Trump in the circle. Another one had Elon Musk in the circle. JFK Jr. in a circle. Rhiannon, because my higher self is Rhiannon in a circle, and Q in a circle. He sent me the cremation papers to my mother. He stole everything I ever owned. Bread. You eat the body of Christ. That's cannibalism. And you pretend to drink blood, which is Satanism. So you're in Wonderland. Wonderland is about, I died. I'm in a lucid dream, or I believe I'm hypnotized. Dolores Cannon. I believe I'm in a past life regression. Jethro Tull. So, here is my anonymous blanket. And there is a video. JFK Jr., Don't Stop Believing. I'm on vacation. I have no record player. And this isn't my window. So when they arrested me the first time, I was like, there was a car right outside with the Freemason symbol. I have a picture of it. I have a picture of all of the tags. Well, there it is. I was on the phone with a lawyer all morning saying, man, I'm being gang stalked. I'm realizing we live in a simulation, and I think I'm threatening rich bad guys. And sure enough, I had the Abbey Road album, and this, and this. I had to buy it again. I keep stealing all my stuff. I've had to buy flat irons over and over. They wrecked my finances. I only got a quarter of what my farm was worth because all kinds of fraud, including perjury. And I've had to buy griddles over and over again. Clothes, shoes, sunglasses, you name it. They stole jewelry. I have a 911 report right now that they refused to even act on. I was like, give me the chain of command. I had a $2,000 Black Pearl when you arrested me. I have a photo of it right before you arrested me. And go check the body cam. And if you don't want to check the body cam, we have Dragonfly drones that will show you that I had on 2 necklaces and a ring. I'm the Lord of the Rings. So I had to buy this album again. I've had to buy QAnon props over and over again. So now I'm running out of money. That's their plan. They couldn't steal it because I was going into the chats. The 107 who was trying to steal it. I'm 107. They came to meet me. So it's a sting. And it's all AI. I never actually met that man. I met somebody who came to talk about that. And I heard the voice. Heard that voice. Walked outside. Boom. Here's this guy, Mark. And he wants to talk about JFK Jr. Didn't have that voice. But tall, handsome man. He reminded me of Sean Stone. So, but now it seemed like he maybe was a little better looking than Sean Stone, because Sean Stone kind of gives me the creeps. He reminds me of the Mad Hatter, my friend Mike Langley, Langley, Virginia. I am George H.W. Bush. He reminds me, I'm sorry, Mike. Mike used to repulse me for some reason sexually. Sorry about that. Mad Hatter, they called him. He's a nice guy, but like a sexually, I don't know. It felt like my brother. Not saying that he's so ugly. He's not. He's not. He's just. He was like one of those people where I was like, God, it just reminds me of family, like a repulsive. Ew. I'm so sorry. So he used to watch X-Files. I haven't seen that guy in so long. So if he was given a chance to make a few bucks off of me, he would have too. So I'm not stupid. So Johnny Depp plays in The Black Pearl and plays in The Mad Hatter. He plays in Willy Wonka where they go onto a DMT trip. So I ordered 17 books while in jail being held as incompetent. This one. And I was holding this as Judge Coates sent me back for another competency test because I talk about this. So that's her putting her beliefs onto me. Yeah, this isn't about competency, Judge Coates. This is that you don't believe we live in a simulation. Well, I do. Physics of consciousness. I ordered Stephen Hawking Theory of Everything. I ordered all of the Evolution of Aging books. This is my stepfather. TED Talks, B.O.B. B.O.B. also has a song Flatline. B.O.B. looks like an 808. That's the room I was in when Joe Biden at Atlanta, Season of the Witch, touch your nose if JFK Jr.'s alive. When Joe Biden had me locked in the ward for flying my first Skybatter, and it was the Ocean City Police that did it. So they're already, I've been threatened twice to leave Worcester County. What? You can't threaten me to leave. I've been coming to Ocean City longer than most of you have been alive. My grandparents used to have property here. Gordon is Sting's name. They lived on the top floor. Gunna Elon Musk. So you guys have been getting away with this for so fucking long. I'm offering immunity to anybody who tells the fucking truth. You've wasted, like, I'm 52 years old. I was confirmed Q at 46. I would have, it'd be nice to have those 6 fucking years back. You can't, like, how do you pay somebody for years and years of extreme psychological torture? Not only do you not believe that we live in a simulation, but you believe I'm incompetent because I do. And you're wrong. Before the first year competency, I contacted Kimball Musk. And I asked Kimball, I said, Kimball, I sent him a couple of my videos. I said, Kimball, can you understand synchronicity and occult symbols? He says, yes, I understand you. He's like, this is amazing. He's like, would you like a job with Tesla? And then I got locked up as incompetent the first time. So I have Kimball Musk messages offering me a job before they locked me up the first year incompetent. They sent me to the ward. They drugged me. They called my synchronicities loose associations. Says I'm schizoaffective. They labeled me with lies. I'm none of those things. Dr. Bedoy was gang stalking me so bad. I was laughing at him because he's walking to Spinners, Guardians of the Galaxy. He's Mad Max. I'm telepathic, and I could tell that he's uh, a puppet because he's spinning around. I was like, I would think I would think something really important, and he would spin, and so some of these people could be double agents. I'm aware of that, but I have to tell you like it is because I don't know. That's how deep undercover. I don't wear a wire. Everything I get is Q clearance, telepathy only, to prove that I'm actually a real medium. I was thrown out of Tarot by Jean on the boardwalk. I said, Jean, if you're talk just like uh, Dionne Warwick and her psychic friends, if you're talking to the dead, why aren't they telling you that you're in a simulation? Oh no, honey, you're in a simulation, not me. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Rick and Morty is about simulation theory. Brick and mortar, the Freemasons, a Grand Lodge, GL, G is 7, L is 1-2. 712 future, Hiram a Biff, Back to the Future, Marty's my uncle, married to Janie's got a gun. And Janie, that, the cover says devil has a new disguise. So, I'm the good guy. I'm like trying to tell you that these entities, if you think you're human, your days are numbered. Because these entities are the animals that you eat. I channel Thoth, a bird humanoid. You're aware of Thoth. You're aware of Horus. And you still choose to eat birds and lock them in cages. So that's your karma. Take M out of karma. It's Kara, my daughter. So after 2 years of being targeted, Elon Musk video phones me. And we speak for 2 days about simulated multiverse. And I sent the messages to the state's attorney, and they immediately, and all he was doing was parroting back. Parrot heads, Jimmy Buffett. Parroting back what I was saying to me. What I was saying. So a year of me talking like this, nothing. But one message from Elon Musk, just saying, wow, I need to, he's like, it's quite a multiverse you got going on in there. I guess that's, he says, I feel some, I'm feeling genius energy. And said that I need to take notes. And now the police refuse to even speak to me. They're forcing me to sue them, and now they go around and they bribe lawyers. Oh, I could prove they bribe lawyers because I sent a lawyer my information, and it got there instantly. It takes weeks for anything to get anywhere in jail. Got there in weeks, got back to me. It was never postmarked. He sent me back the envelope, and it was never postmarked. I was like, this never got to the... It's never got... it's never went. It maybe got to him, but it never went through the mail. And I held it, because I was like, I'm going to have it fingerprinted. And it was evidence, and they stole it. Yeah, they stole it. So they stole 6 feet of what I'm doing right now. This is what I do, 17 hours a day. So in jail for 17 hours a day, I was writing. Imagine how much paperwork that is. Go look at my commissary sheet, see how much paper and stamps and pens I ordered. And you'll see who's telling the truth. And look at my commissary sheets. I wrote synchronicity because I was like, I'm smart. And I was like, any paper, they won't give me grievances anymore. And any paper I send them, they can just throw it away. There's no record of it. So I asked them, I said, do you guys have to keep these commissary sheets on file? And they said, yes. I was like, ooh. So I started writing synchronicity all over the commissary sheets. I would write them. I was like, oh, the sick calls. I wrote it all over the sick calls. I was like, did I meet grievances? Incompetent. No, that's Assistant Warren Drummond. She seemed like an actor. I had to ask. I met Timothy, Tim, MIT backwards. Timothy, Timbaland, Jet. Chase Jet's my son has a song, Timothy. I had to ask. I spoke to him one time after I sent him like, I don't know, it was maybe a 17-page letter, might have around there. He's just, I'm looking at him. I was like, did you have I didn't say it to him, but I asked his employee, did you have a lobotomy? I thought that he could, one. Well, how can I help you? One. He wrote down one thing. He wrote down 5 things. Just 5 random things that I said. And I was like, is anybody in there? And never got back to me. I knew it. And it was real slow. 1. I'm just like, they kept telling me, you talk too fast. You need to slow down. As if this is a mental illness. Do you know one ward told me, they're like, how happy are you? I was like, when I'm not being gang stalked by fuckers, I'm a 10. Oh no, you can't be a 10. We need to put you on a mood stabilizer. You need to always be at a 5. What do you mean? I want to live at a 10. And you know what? If I want to be moody one day and cry at a movie, then I want to be a 1. I don't want to be a 5. I want to have feelings. That's how I like feelings. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. The 107? 107. Look at it. You can make evasion with the last couple letters. I've been telling you the whole time. This is, a sadistic. Whoever you all work for is clearly a psychopath. Donald Trump? Trump Kennedy 2020? This 107 still just keeps going on. There's Trump. And they say his name's Walt Willett. Where is this Walt Willett? I had some fat bastard contact me and threaten me when that kind of reminded me of him. He called me on the video phone and threatened me because my husband and I split up, and I was in an RV, and I was having an affair with a guy named Jay-Z that I had been talking about UFOs for years, and he threatened me about my fuck buddy. I was looking at him, and it wasn't him, but it reminded me of him, like in disguise. And then I was threatened by the JFK, where they posted me to JFK Jr. I was threatened when I called and asked, who are you? And he told me to suck Satan's cock. JFK Jr. is dead. He's not coming back. And it's not a reincarnated form. It's just, well, it is. I am reincarnated form, but we existed at the same time. I'm 52 years old. So I remember JFK Jr. I bet you, I'm wondering if the Officer Walker that even arrested me, were you even alive in 1999? You can't be much older than that. So I contacted Stormy Daniels, and she contacted me back. I think I scared her. I've contacted Ghost Hunters, Depeche Mode, Dead of the Night. I scared them. Because everything that they do is fake. It's all fake. All the TV shows. Paranormal Wellington is a TV show. That's where they arrested me, at the Wellington. And there was the car outside. There was a car covered in stickers about ghost hunting. So it was right after I called. So I do suspect that the people who have been touched by Q are now in the shadows following me, and I do think I'm that I have a team. Lord, David, Lord, my uncle David died the exact same day I caught the Matrix glitching on 521, 521 the doors at Paradise Plaza. Now Gene by Tarot has a second location right under where I caught the Matrix glitching, and where I saw right there Angels on the Balcony. Blondie was a pale horse from my farm, was never there. Now it's right there. And I was sitting on the balcony, and it was May 27th 2024, and my banner wasn't scheduled till the 29th, JFK Senior's birthday. I did it the year before too in Aberdeen. I circled the same flag, banner, Dr. David Bruce banner, around Aberdeen. So at exactly 1:07, out of the corner of my eye, I see the plane go by. The plane, Fantasy Island. Dr. Chappelle says I live in a fantasy. No, Dr. Chappelle, you do. Yes, I do live in a fantasy. It's a simulation. And I am the creator. So at 1:07, I saw the plane. And I jumped up. I was so excited. I was like, but I was excited because it was the wrong day. I thought, oh, somebody did this for me. And I called Bob. I was like, Bob, you flew, it's supposed to be on the 29th. Oh, yeah, I know. I flew by accident. That's Dorothy's birthday. 5/27. Bob, B.O.B., TED Talks. I believe my stepfather is a spy. He's the smartest person I knew in the physical realm. If not, then he used to be. He's a zombie, and I'm channeling him from the other side. There is a song called Zombie Ted, but I just think Ted was sleeping. His mom, Elsa. You can also make SEAL, Navy SEAL. His son-in-law is a Navy Top Gun pilot in the Navy. YMCA. Donald Trump, the time traveler. Donald Trump is pretending to be me. He's copycat. Conan Gray. Conan Gray, Heather song. I have to keep repeating myself because I'm not getting any help. If you would give me some help, I would feel like I would have been heard. Amber Heard, 311, Amber. There's my butterfly, Crazy Town. Ricky, don't lose a number. Steely Dan. Mayor Rick Meehan. I'm on 19th Street. Johnny Unite Us. The Colts. Johnny Unite Us. The Colts. Colts, my son. Peg. Steely Dan is my mother-in-law. Peggy Sue. You're getting sued into bankruptcy, and that's the least of your problems. So, I am Anunnaki. The Easter Island, the heads are chess pieces. You're in a 5D. It's the construct. You're in a 5D spiritual chess game. Game theory is right there, right next to me. Imagine Dragons. The Imagine Dragons guy, Dan Reynolds. I want a tinfoil crown. He looks like my granddaughter's baby daddy. My granddaughter's daddy. My daughter's baby daddy. And a guy, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. They used to call me Rudolph. I held his hand playing bingo. in the ward. So if they would have caught me doing that, I would have probably like held me there. Like, I want to hold your hand. Like, I could have got in trouble. Delayed my competency for breaking a rule. I held this man's hand. A full-grown, extremely competent and intelligent woman held this guy's hand. And